Happy Monday, everyone. We are back, guys. It's another week. Hopefully you guys are feeling good. Hopefully you guys had a relaxing weekend. As always, it doesn't matter what happened this weekend. What matters is your perspective. All right? Your perspective, guys. Your perspective and the work that you're doing to build your perspective. The same way people build a home. It's building. Okay? It's your perspective. Okay. I talked about this before, that the only way out is through. I said before, like, life is this, like this big prison cell, right? And the only way out of prison is not sexy. It's not sexy. You'll be made fun of. You're gonna look silly. You're gonna look dumb while you're digging out. The dirt on you, you're climbing out of prison. It's not comfortable. It's not sexy. You'll have to make sacrifices. Everyone wants to get out of prison. Matter of fact, some people don't even know that they're in prison, but they know what it looks to be outside of it. But to get there, you're going to have to make sacrifices. And so many people don't make that sacrifice because they're worried about, what will they think about me? I had a Tesla, now I'm driving a Toyota. I had a nice view from the yard from my prison cell, and now I'm digging through the dirt. I got dirt on me. Like, what would people think? And so it's crazy to me because people are not happy with their situation, with their prison cell, but they're coping, and I'm trying to make it look like I'm happy here, but they're not even happy in their situation. But they're not going to do what's necessary to change their situation because they're worried about, what will people think about me? This is uncomfortable. This hurts. So they'd rather stay there in their prison cell and die. But in order to get anything great, you're going to have to be willing to make the sacrifice. And it's crazy because so many people live their lives based off of what someone else thinks, what their family thinks. Oh, I have this job because my parents wanted me to have this job. Or I have this job because my community wanted me to have this job. Or I'm living where I'm living because my friends think it's a good thing. People are not even living for themselves. But of course, they're not going to live for themselves when other things and people, places, and things are more important than them. Of course. When you make you most important, you and your God-given purpose the most important thing, you're going to do whatever it takes to take care of you. You're going to live life for you. And the crazy thing about it is that when you do that, you know what the Bible says, you're going to lose. Are you willing to have this rebirth, so to speak, where you're willing to die to your old self, to be reborn again, not in the religious sense, but in the sense of dying to your old self so you can live to the version of you that's always been in you? It's a rebirth process. But are you willing to make the sacrifice? Anyone who's done anything great has made that sacrifice. Robert Kiyosaki, he lived in a car. He slept in a car with his wife. Elon Musk, you saw he was, I think, with his brother in a studio or one bedroom. See the pictures of Jeff Bezos in his garage. Now, the point that I'm trying to make is, in order to get the thing you truly want, you're going to have to make a sacrifice. Now, you may not have to live in a car. You may not have to. But are you willing to do whatever is necessary? You may have to downsize from your Tesla to a Toyota, but what will people think? What will your spirit think if you don't? Les Brown says the richest place on earth is the graveyard because all the hopes, dreams, ideas, businesses, relationships that were supposed to happen didn't. What would people think? What would your spirit think? What would the people think that you were put here to bless if you didn't? You may have to downsize your 3-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom apartment, maybe to a studio, maybe to roommates, whatever it takes. Guys, listen, are you willing to make the sacrifice? It's not going to look sexy as you're making it out of prison, but I promise you, you will make it out of prison. David Goggins, he had this saying or this speech where he said he feels the majority of people, they come to 2 forks in the road in life, and they take either the road that's most difficult or the road that's easier. He said the majority of people take the easier route. I agree. And that easier route may look easy now. Sun is shining down that road, but give it time. There's going to be potholes and mountains and just storms and hurricanes down that road. You pay for it in the long run. The other road that looks so daunting and oh my goodness, how can I do that? I'm taking a Tesla. How can I take a bus? How can I downsize from my house into an apartment? What would people think? That road looks daunting at first, but I promise you, you give it time, 2 years, 5 years, may even be 10, may even be 20, but that road's going to lead to heaven. It's going to lead to freedom. You're going to make it out of prison. And people are going to be like, oh my goodness, they made it. They're one of the special ones. No. No one's better than anyone. No one is better than any human being alive. The only thing that's better than anyone, any person, is their mindset. Of course, everyone has their own inherent gifts and talents. We all do. I have gifts and talents. You have gifts and talents. Your gifts and talents may be different than mine. All good. But no one is better than anyone. The only thing that's better than anyone is their mindset. It's their mindset. That's what differentiates a person. Their mindset. Are you willing to make the sacrifice? It's not going to be sexy. I'm telling you this right now. As you know, if you're following me, if you're watching this, you've been following me and you've been on this journey with me, and you know it's not easy. But what's the alternative? Settling? Living for others? Well, my friends think it's okay. Your friends aren't happy doing what they're doing. Who cares what they think? Fulfilling your purpose is the thing that you should care about, not what they think. Let them do what they're doing. Watch their Netflix while they're in prison. I mean, I love Netflix too, but you get the point. So, I just want to say, guys, that yes, the road is not easy and it's not supposed to be, but when you make the sacrifice, you do whatever it takes. And it's only for a limited time. Limited time only, guys. Do what's hard now so life can be easy later. Or you do what's easy now so life could be hard later. That simple. And when you do the hard things now, you win twice. When you push away the donut, when you go to bed at the right time, when you Meditate when you're supposed to meditate. Read when you're supposed to read. You gain confidence. It's a shot of dopamine when you do the correct things. And not just the shot of dopamine by doing the correct things, doing the hard things. It's the results that you get from doing good things. You win twice. So this is your reminder. I'm your weekly shot of espresso, your cappuccino, your motivation cappuccino, guys. Set your schedule this week like the quality of your life depends on it, because it does. Hit it, guys. Doesn't matter how you feel. Doesn't matter how you feel. Doesn't matter how you feel. Do it anyways. This week. Okay? We're doing this together this week, guys. And again, it's about progress over perfection. It doesn't matter what happened last week or even this morning. What matters is this moment. What matters is now. What matters is you setting your schedule. Okay? Brush off whatever happened, guys. This is a brand new week. So I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys. Are you willing to make the sacrifice? I already know the answer if you're listening to this. So continue to make that sacrifice, guys. Continue making that sacrifice. Continue giving us the greatest version of you. All right? I believe in you guys. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. Keep making these sacrifices necessary. It's worth it. You're worthy of it. And it's possible for you. That compound interest looks beautiful on you guys. Keep going. Keep going. All right? You have what people need. Continue doing the inner and the outer work, guys. And give it to them. All right, guys. Motivation Mondays.